Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. I hope you're still enjoying your Saturday. I'm actually recording this at half-time of the Arsenal game. I think it's Arsenal 2-0 at the moment. If you haven't seen, Martinelli's assist for the first goal is outrageous, and Saka's goal, I can't lie, it's bloody good. Go and watch on Match of the Day if you are going to be checking it out. More importantly, though, we're talking about Spurs and we're talking about what's going on with the transfer market. So we're going to talk a little bit about, as a man you can see on my thumbnail, Eberechi Eze. Okay. Hopefully some good news for some of you, because there's a few of you in the comments from the first video did mention him. We also got a slight update around Perr Schuurs, as well as some information around Højbjerg and Ndombele leaving. So plenty to get into. I'm not going to dilly-dally and I'm not going to waste any of your time. So the Prem Inside, they tweeted out, it was earlier on in the window, they said, if Maddison doesn't sign for Spurs, Spurs will go for Eze, right? And then 2 days ago, they said, they basically put that out there that they had done that, and that saying the Spurs are still very much interested in Eze. So they've been very much on the forefront of all this. They then posted again today saying that Tottenham are now expected to test the waters with Crystal Palace next week over the availability of Eberechi Eze. So obviously, fair enough. Like, there's a game tomorrow. Let's not sort of take focus off the game. The game is the important thing. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on getting the 3 points, and then next week it'll be pedal to the metal, get deals done. Right. First and foremost, what's a player? He's an absolute baller. And a part of me goes, even if it was Elise, I wouldn't mind either. I think they're both very good players. I think they both offer you guaranteed Premier League proven players. They guarantee you creativity, goal scoring, electricity, you could even say. When you watch Palace's wingers, and I said this in the previous video, Palace know how to get wingers going. They have electric wingers, and these two are the next generation of those electric wingers. And I think when we look at it, you probably look at it around the £40 million mark. Elise, I think, is probably, I'm not sure, you might correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's a release clause of 35 million, I believe. So you can see what I mean. Either one of them would be fantastic. The thing I'm thinking about, though, is, let's say Elise goes. Let's say Liverpool get Elise, right? It's all very much hypothetical. If they get Elise, who's got the release clause, they're not going to want to sell Eze. They're not getting rid of two of their main best players, So if we're going to do this, we're going to have to be quicker than we have been in other deals, in my opinion, because Elise has interest, Eze has interest. If we're going to want one of them, we're going to have to move. And with Eze having really the possibility of a bid keep going and going and going and going, and the offer getting higher and higher and higher, whereas Elise has a cap on it, you can see why if Eze is the guy we want, we're gonna have to go quickly on this. I probably think he gives you a little bit more versatility than Elise, but also Prem proven, not only that, but I think homegrown. He's in that crowd and all those things. Daniel Levy loves a homegrown player. He absolutely does. He just wants to be Man United. He wants homegrown players. He wants players that he can market and make money off of whilst they do endorsements, sponsorships. It'd be another one to add to that list. It's just ironic that he's actually quite good, and so is James Maddison. So, but also, if you're losing Harry Kane, you're going to have to replace him with someone marketable other than Heung-min Son. So yeah, that was just a small update around Eberechi Eze. Let's talk just really quickly. Alistair Gold, he did actually put in his recent YouTube video saying that Spurs seem to have real interest in Perr Schuurs. So obviously we still are in the market for a centre-back. We know there's a few options on that list. I know Tapsoba's the guy I think majority of us do want, but we kind of know that's probably quite unrealistic at this stage in the market now, whereas Perr Schuurs seems to be the more realistic option on there. Don't forget, even if Romero and Mickey van der Ven are your main centre-back pairing, Romero does miss games. You do need someone behind him to play. And that's what we found out last season. We played a 3-back centre-back system. As soon as Romero went down injured, you were sitting there going, Jesus Christ, the rest of that defence is bloody weak, isn't it? Whereas Romero did actually cover up a lot of issues. So we're going to need quality depth behind, and Schuurs would give you that. You know, he's not old as well. He's in that realm of youngster that this squad is going to be built around. Hopefully, this is a data-driven system signing that, you know, we hyped up at the start of this window. Hopefully, he's one of them, because if so, he fits Ange's system. I mean, I guess that Dutch connection to Mickey van der Ven isn't a bad thing as well. We had a Belgian connection between Vertonghen and Alderweireld. Maybe the Dutch connection is the next thing. I don't know. Moving over a little bit to Tanguy Ndombele. Now, we know he's got interest from Turkey. Galatasaray and Fenerbahce being those two. So this came, now I may butcher this man's name, okay, but he's, when you look at someone and they've got 300 followers on Twitter, you think, or X now, you think, oh, it's not really anything to worry about. But when he's got 977,000 and your main journalists follow him, it's quite an important thing. So Yagiz Sabunkoglu, I think I've said it right. If I haven't, shoot me. I'm really sorry. He put out that Fenerbahce have offered 8 million euros to Tanguy Ndombele. I think we're wanting about the 12 million euro mark. So I don't think they're miles off. But obviously Galatasaray going for Fred kind of maybe takes them out of the market for an Ndombele, which obviously doesn't suit us. I don't think we should be picky on this deal, to be honest. If it is, let's say, 10 million euros and they take his wages, just do the deal. Move on, because evidently Ange isn't going to use him. Ange, he might be a fan, but he goes, I'm not really going to use him. If you're going to save 200 grand a week, 800 grand a month, 9.6 million pounds per year, maybe over the next, 2 or 3 years that Ndombele's got a contract, plus you're getting 10 million euros, you might be making 45 million out of that. And do you know what? Just do it. Just do it. This is, like I said, I've said all along, this is what a big club does. They buy a player, it doesn't work out, they move them on regardless of price. We need to be a bit more like that instead of a balancing of the books lark, e.g. look at Man United with the Glazers. And then last but not least, Matteo Moretto put out a tweet yesterday around the Pierre Højbjerg situation. He says, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg continues to be a priority for Atletico Madrid. This theme has not changed. The player has everything agreed with Atletico Madrid. The agreement between clubs is missing. Atletico seeks to give exits to advance in this operation. I think Højbjerg to Atletico Madrid will happen. It'll be a matter of when and if. Obviously, I'll be talking about my preview, and you'll see in my next video see if I think he starts tomorrow. But I do see this deal probably going on for at least another 2 weeks, to be honest. In terms of our sales, I think this, other than Harry Kane, this will be the one that gets the most money. So I think Spurs want to draw out as many pounds as possible out of this deal. So I think we get 30 million euros, to be honest. I thought we'd get 30 million pounds, but I think we get 30 million euros, 27 million pounds, something like that. Make a profit on him as well. It's what you do with that money. You've got 86 on Kane. Let's say you get 20. Let's say you get 24 on Højbjerg. Let's round that up to 110 million. You're going to get 10 million on Sanchez. You're going to get, let's say 7.5 million on Ndombele. We're talking about 140 million pounds. You need to be doing something with that instead of going, well, that pretty much pays for our summer. No. You now spend. If Levy does not want to get hung and chased after by pitchforks, you're going to have to spend. That's the only way you're going to get the casual fans back on your side, Levy. Because the die-hard fans, they're not on your side. And you would have to spend years to get us back. Absolute years. But anyway, enough of that. Enough about him. I don't want to speak about him. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, do drop a like. Hit me in the comment section below. Obviously, you've got the Ndombele and Højbjerg situation. Would you see him going? How much do you think we'd fetch between them? But also, not only that, Eze, is he the guy that you would want for our attacking situation? There's a few of you said that you'd prefer him over Brennan Johnson. Does that fit your bill as well? Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're only a few subs away from 1,000, which is quite crazy. And hit the bell notification more. We still have a preview to come of tomorrow's game for Brentford. But anyway, guys, that's in the video. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.